thousands of Afghan refugees are coming and staying across parts of the United States. This after Afghanistan fell to Taliban control. But now 2 Afghan refugees who were staying at the Fort McCoy military base in Wisconsin are now facing charges of sex crimes against a minor and domestic abuse. Both men have been removed from the base and are being held in jail. Joining us now to discuss is former U.S. Acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker. Sir, welcome to the show. Okay, so how concerned are you that we could potentially see more Afghan refugees who commit crimes during their stay here in the U.S.?
Oh, I'm certain we will see it, and it's very concerning. Good morning. I am concerned especially about, the violence that we are essentially importing with, this massive influx of Afghan refugees, and quite frankly, Haitians as well, that are illegally coming to our country on our southern border. In every case, that culture obviously comes to the United States. They are, if all you have to do is look at those countries, whether it's Afghanistan torn by war for decades, or whether it's Haiti, that's a complete, failed state that is unable to, take care of its own citizens and has, rampant drug crimes as well as violent crime. And I think in both cases, you're going to see those cultures, try to assimilate as best they can in the United States. But it's going to be with these types of examples where individuals commit crimes, and ultimately American citizens are going to be the victims. And I think this is something that is going to have to be considered as we move forward.
Let's talk about the vetting process. We have all of these refugees who came in. Do you think that they were properly vetted? I know the administration is saying yes, but I mean, how could they have done that?
Well, we know for a fact that they were not properly vetted because they've already expelled individuals from the United States that did not aid and help our troops in Afghanistan. So I think we will continue to see as hopefully the process continues for the vetting and the assurance that these individuals were helpful to our efforts in Afghanistan. And I have no problem with the interpreters and their families who put their lives on the line to not only help our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines, but also the ones that were at risk because of other things that they provided to the United States in Afghanistan. I'm okay with them coming to the United States, but we need to be very clear with these individuals that they have to assimilate and adjust to the United States of America. And we are a great melting pot, and we need to make sure, and the government of the United States needs to ensure that these people are not violent criminals, and if they do commit crimes, that they are swiftly taken care of and expelled from our country.
Yeah, absolutely. In the meantime, Wisconsin's Fort McCoy, they're holding about 12,500 Afghan refugees. But states across the country, they're welcoming thousands of these refugees. Have we hit a breaking point? How are these states supposed to handle all of these refugees coming to their states?
Well, thankfully, we are the most generous country in the world. And, we admit over 1 million people to permanent status. And these Afghan, sort of allies are, in a long list of refugees we've taken, whether it was during the Vietnam War or otherwise. And so I think, there are thankfully a lot of non-governmental organizations, people of faith, groups of faith that are willing to help these folks assimilate into our country. And I think we should, this is a place where we should be generous. At the same time, we need to make sure that these folks are willing to do their own, efforts to ensure that they are part of the American culture, and that they, when they go to these various states that are welcoming them in, that they, participate in society, which is the great tradition of our country.
Yeah, I want to quickly get to the border crisis that we're facing.
Yeah.
And Biden administration says they've got it under control. So we have about 30 seconds. It doesn't seem like they have it under control, though.
No, Secretary Mayorkas is completely off base when he says that this border is secure. It is, our border is under attack. There is a crisis at our border. And, this administration continues to send out the signal that you should come to our southern border and we will let you in. And it's just, it's not the way that this should be run. It's not the way that we had it under control in the Trump administration, where you only saw a trickle of what you're seeing now. And it's a shame that the Biden administration has been so clear that they will let anybody in that makes it to the southern border.
Yeah, and we don't have clarification if President Biden has actually even been to the border. Matthew Whitaker, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you. It's good to see you again.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.